In Java, methods are blocks of code that perform a specific task and can be called or invoked at any point in a program simply by utilizing the method's name. They help in code reuse, modularity, and readability. So in Java, we can call functions as a methods because here the methods can be written only inside class but not outside the class as in C++. So methods are used to tell the behavior of object. So the syntax of a method in Java is, so it contains return type. So whether it's a wide in the sense like what is the use of method, whether you are returning something or it's just to perform some action or print something like that. So return type can be any data type or object. Then we have a method name. uh, Name of a method, user defined method. There are built-in a method as well, and most of the time we should not use the default keywords for naming the method. Then it has a parameter, so you can have a number of parameters, and also we will be having access modifier, whether it is private, default, or protected. Then you also have a public access modifier as well. So then the method body, it's a set of statements. Then at last we'll have a return type if the return type is not wired. If it is wired, no need to pass anything, and you can have again multiple statements within the block. So there are some types of methods in Java. So predefined methods, that is built-in method provided by Java, like system.out.println and math methods and all. So user defined, that is created by programmer. Then the static, which belongs to the class, not object. So no need to create object for static methods. So instance need object, needs like object of the class to be called. Then void method, nothing to return. Then return type methods like which returns like some values, either string, int, or any objects. So let's see example of all these methods. So first will be a void method and no return type. So here you can see we have access modifier, which can be accessed anywhere in your program. Then return type will be void, so you need to say it won't return anything. And the name is greet. So inside the method, I'm just printing the message using sys dot or sysout or system dot out dot println. Then the next will be a method with parameter. So in this case, we didn't had anything. It's just a method. We just print the message. Here, it takes something. So if you want to do some mathematical operation or anything, you can have a method uh, name with add. So we have a parameter here. Both the parameters are int data type. So you can have again any data types or objects and all. So again, this is a public method which can be used anywhere in your program. Within the method, so I'm just adding two integers, two passed integers. So again, it's just printing the two values, means sum of two values. Then we have a method with a return type. Here, I'm doing addition of two passed integers. Again, in this example, which returns something that is square of a passed a number. So again, here the return type is int and access modifier is public. So if you see the difference between these two things are like the return type is void here, the return type is int here. So we have a return keyword which is passing the multiplication of a number. So here the main intention of this method is to pass the or like get the square of passed integer. So if you pass 2, it will give you a square of 2, that is 4. Then static method. So in all these cases, if you want to use this or call this method, you need to create an object, and using that object you need to call using dot operator. So here, in case of static method, no need to create an object. You can directly call with a class name. So here, the only difference is like we need to use a static keyword. So the access modifier is a public static, then no return type. Then the method name say hi, hi from static method. So it's similar to the first one. The only difference is a static keyword. And instance method, you can see here, if you want to use this a method, say hi method, or a static method, no need to create an object like this. Means here you can see it's a class example. If you want to call the show method, you need to create a object that is example, give any reference, and new example, new keyword with example, that is class name. So it's a creating object, and using that reference you need to call the method. In case of a static method, if this is static, you can directly use example dot say hi, or as it is within class, you can directly say or directly call the method saying say hi. There are other options like method overloading and method overriding. Method overloading is having a different or having same method name and different ways. That is, if you have multiple parameters, like here you can see I have a greet method, two greet methods with parameter and without parameter, and with parameter. So you can have a multiple parameters, also like one method with without a parameter, another method the same name with one parameter or single parameter, and you can have again a number of methods with different parameters, like string name and int age. Again, int age means the method overloading is process of having a same method with different ways, like different parameters and all. So if you call a greet without parameters, it will print the message hello. And if you call greet with parameter, it will like if you have to pass the parameter, then it will print the message with passed value. So this is a simple example. Here I have a static method and non-static method. The static method is just to print the message with passed name, and a non-static method which will return the multiple of two passed integer. So to call a non-static method, you can directly use method name and pass the parameter. No need to create a method class object, that is methods demo. Here you can see I have created object. Using that object, I'm calling the method. I'm storing the result in a result variable into data type, then printing the value or result value. To summarize, method name, like when you want to create a method, make sure the method name follows all the naming convention and all. Then we have a parameterized method, and if the return type, if you want to return something from your method, have a return type. And we have a static method and instance method. Static method, no need to create an object, and for instance method need to create an object to call the method. Here is a simple example. I have all the method types, that is a static method with no return and no return type and no parameter passed. So here you can see the syntax, like I have added access modifier public, then a static keyword void which won't return anything, method name is say hello. Then another type, a static method itself with a parameters. Here I'm just printing hi with password name and welcome to Java. Then a static method with return type, you can pass a two integer which will return addition of two integer. Then I have instant method with a same flow, like no return with return type and no return type and with parameter. So you can see here I have created method with name divide and return type a double. So it will check whether provided parameter is not equal to 0. uh, So then return the division of those two parameter. If it is 0, then return 0. Then instance method no return with parameters is just to print the message. Then overloading, as I mentioned, the same name with and without parameter. So calling the method, for calling static method, directly use the method name, and for no parameter use the same method name and pass the parameter. Then I have like another static method which returns something. So I'll be storing it in some variable and printing those values. Then for a non-static method, we need to create an object. So here my class name is Java method. So I'm creating an object with a class name. Now this is a syntax, the class name, and provide the variable or a reference, and use the new keyword, and again class name enclosed with brackets. Then using that object, call the non-static method, that is divide for a parameter and a return value. Then print message method just to print the message. Then for a display means method overload. You can see here method overloading. I'm having two methods with same name. That is just to display the message and display message with parameter or passed value. So let me execute this. You can see here the first one, say hello, which will print say hello. This is static method. Example for static method with no returns and no parameter. Next with parameter, you can see hi viewers, welcome to Java. This is a non-static method with parameter. Then we have a static method with a parameter. Then we have a static method with return type. That is, I'm passing 20 and 10, which will return sum of that, like 20 and 10, that will be 30. Then comes non-static methods. I'm passing 20 and 4. When you divide 20 by 4, it will return you a 5. Then again non-static method without a return type, only have a parameter. So just printing the message Java is powerful. Then overloading method like display method with no parameters, display method with a text, method overloading in action. So these are the main types in a method for like Java method types. So yeah, thanks for watching.